Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to say the name of it, but I don't think people do that. Anyway, it has been a morning. I actually filmed this video yesterday, but then I was watching it and there was something off about me. I was in a funk. I've been in a funk all week, so I was like, you know what? I'll just film it after church on Sunday, which is today. Anyways, we're here, we're doing it. Hi, welcome to my life. It's okay though, I'm feeling a lot better today than yesterday, so that's kind of weird, but we're just going along with it. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video, and I am really excited for that. I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would want to know me, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So I have the questions on my Instagram. I asked y'all, ask me a question on my Instagram. Anyway, so let's just get right on into it so y'all can get to know me. We're just gonna start right out, just right out of the gate. Not to be rude, but how did that happen to you? And I assume they are referring to my prosthetic and my hands as well. So I was born an amputee. I was born with a condition called paraxial tibial hemimelia, and basically, in layman's terms, that means I was born without my right tibia, which is your large lower leg bone, aka your shin bone. So because of that, I couldn't walk, and your tibia is your weight-bearing bone, so if you don't have one, you can't bear weight on it. I came to the US when I was 4, and then I had surgery to cut off the part of my leg that I had, so that way I could wear prosthetics. So I've been wearing prosthetics ever since I was 4. It's not a really big deal to me now as an adult, just because I'm so used to it, Sheesh. With my hands though, I have what's called ectrodactyly, and so it means I only have 4 fingers on each hand. A lot of times ectrodactyly is actually paired with PTH. We don't know why, it just kind of happens, I guess. I think they're pretty cool. Next question. When is your birthday? So my birthday is July 10th. I am 24 years old. Holla. Which means I'm only a year away from my quarter-life crisis. I can't wait. Do you use your ring finger instead of your middle when you need to express your anger? Well, considering I don't even have a middle finger, I guess this one is the only one I can really use. And I think it's the message that you're trying to get across, right? It doesn't matter what finger you, well, okay, you can't give someone a thumbs up when you're trying to, I guess you can sarcastically. So yeah, I guess I would just use my ring finger. That seems to get the same point across. Anyways, if the battery in Iron Man, my leg, dies, what happens? If it dies, it just goes into this free swing mode basically, just because the computer shuts off or shuts down. I don't know what the correct terminology is, but yeah. So basically it just goes into this free swing mode, which is basically what mechanical knees are always in. It just makes them a little more dangerous for walking. I just have a higher tendency to trip and stuff. It's not terrible, but I will say I do charge it every night so it doesn't die often, if that makes sense. I don't let it. Have you ever dated another amputee? I actually have not. I have always dated two-leggers. It's just kind of how it's been. I think it's just because there's not a ton of amputees out there. Honestly, the more I think about it, there's not unless you're in a community where there's a lot of veterans or around people doing a lot of challenge athlete stuff. I will say in Texas, I have only probably seen a handful of other amputees. They weren't dating material, let's just put it that way. They were just old or already married or whatever. No, I've never dated another amputee. I'm not against it, but it just, I don't know, it hasn't happened. Am I still leasing? I'm a para dressage rider, and so I've been doing dressage for almost 4 years now. Wow, I still suck at it. Back earlier this year, I was leasing a horse named Andy, but in March he threw me off and I broke my arm. And then after that, I only rode him, it was 6 weeks of recovery. And then I only rode him for a month or 2 after because the owners didn't want to continue paying for the liability insurance, which I totally get. So I had to stop leasing him. And so I've been riding my trainer's horse. That's been going great. And we've talked about leasing him, but leasing him, I would have to do a full lease. And it was just a little too expensive for what I wanted, especially because I'm not showing right now or anything. But we actually have a new horse coming to the barn, and I'm going to be half leasing him, which I think is perfect for me because that means I'll still get to ride him like 3 to 4 times a week, which is probably how much I would have been riding Giannis if I full leased him anyways. So like, and this horse is like older and like has a lot of show miles on him, and he's just a little bit safer. So I'm gonna be riding this new horse, and then hoping starting in November I will start half leasing him, and that will be so fun. And I'm excited. So I'll share more about that like as things progress, but it's like not happening right now. So, but it is happening. I'm getting another lease horse, and I'm so excited because I love it so much. 10 out of 10. Any new favorite music? And thanks, I like my smile too. The 3 songs right now like on my playlist. Let's just look at my Spotify playlist. Okay, so I have Keep Your Eyes Open by Need to Breathe. Second one I have is Some Things Never Change from Frozen 2. Some things never change. Okay, that song slaps. The third song I have is How Will I Know by Whitney Houston. How will I know if he's thinking of... I really like that one. So yeah, those are like the new songs that I've been listening to. It's amazing. How do you handle people looking at your leg? That's a great question. And honestly, I think by now it doesn't bother me that much, just because like I know people are gonna do it anyways, you know? And like, it's just funny because some people try to like sneak look at it, but like you can still like, I can tell they're looking. It's really fun when people are just like blatantly staring, and then I stare at them until we make like that awkward eye contact, and then they're like, oh. Like, you know, like I don't mind if like you like glance at it, but like those people that like just stare heavily at it, I'm like, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But I also know that like I can't change what people do, I guess. I can only hope that people would be a little bit more polite and considerate to me. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you know, like, cause like I would never like just blatantly like stare at someone, you know, like I think it's just more of like a politeness thing than anything. But favorite place I've traveled so far. Ooh, okay, well obviously number 1, Walt Disney World. Amazing. I just want to go back. Other than that though, I would probably have to say like Kauai or Maui, because I really like enjoyed like kind of like the island life, especially Kauai. It was just a lot smaller, so it was more like laid back and stuff, and it was just really nice. But yeah, definitely those 2. Hi bud. First, what is your favorite Office episode? And 2, you're an inspiration and I want to meet you. Oh, thank you so much. Maybe like someday. You guys, I'm a nobody right now, and that's okay. I'm still just me. You know, I'm not famous. Where my haters, where my haters, I don't got them, I'm not famous. And my favorite Office episode, season 5, episode 14, Fire Drill. Oh my gosh, I can watch that like when I'm in a terrible mood. Like that is like my episode to go to. Like it is just so freaking hilarious. Like it is, like they just did such a good job. Like the whole episode is just amazing. Bears, beat Battlestar Galactica. What are your go-to arm workouts? So here's the thing. I don't really go to like a gym. I go to this place called Orange Theory, and they have like these, it's like a class setting, so you have like a trainer and like you have like the other people you like work out with, but not really, I don't know. And so basically the trainer like tells you what to do, and so it's like 30 minutes of rowing and weights, and then 30 minutes of tread. And so I don't really know what my favorite one is, just because like I don't really pay attention to like the workouts. I'm honestly usually just jamming out to like whatever songs are playing, and I'm pretty sure I miss like half of what the trainer tells me to do, but that's okay. I can't like tell you like, oh, I like I don't even know what the exercises are called. Like I just do them and I get fit, and that's how I work out. Get a fat ass. Oh my gosh, Shiv, you're just being so cute. Boop. Pineapple on pizza. Absolutely. What hobbies besides the gym and riding do you have? I really like to read books. That's a hobby. I think reading is really important for your mind. I just finished Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights. This is so lame, oh my God. I also really enjoy Sudoku. I just think they're really fun, and it's just a way for me to like engage my brain. I don't know, I just like old people stuff. Reading, Sudoku, cleaning and organizing. Wow, you're You're a fun chick, Alyssa. This question I get a lot, and that is it. What happened with OnlyFans? Am I bringing it back? Blah, blah, blah. I was on OnlyFans at the end of last year, and then I deleted it. My experience with OnlyFans, like, it wasn't bad. The majority of it was because I wasn't really like on there as you would think. Like I did have like a manager, not that like they did anything except like managerial stuff. So they would like answer my messages for me and things like that. So if you thought you were talking to me, you really weren't. Sorry. The problem with OnlyFans is that like there's no like at some point like a line has to be drawn, you know? And so like people would like ask for stuff and then they would just like keep asking for more and more and more and more. And it was like, okay, well at what point do I like draw the line and say like, I'm not going past this? And so it made me really uncomfortable. And like, while the money was great, it was not something that I ever saw myself doing like long term. I have no plans to bring it back or go back on there or anything. And I'm not sad about that. I'm not disappointed. I know some of you guys are, and I'm really sorry, but also not sorry. I'm happy to be done with that part of my life 100%. So I thought I would just address it. Yeah, OnlyFans is done. It's dead. Never gonna happen again. Braids, ponytails, or buns? Well, I have my hair in a bun right now, which I learned on TikTok. I think like my go-to is probably like a bun on top of my head or a ponytail, but I have been doing these like French braid style kind of things like when I work out and stuff. Favorite cheat meal, favorite movie. My favorite cheat meal is not like a meal per se, but it is To Go Dr. Pepper from Saltgrass Steakhouse and their carrot cake. Oh my God, my life was like changed when I had this combo. And okay, I don't know what it is about that Dr. Pepper, but like it is, like I can't even describe, like it just makes me so happy. I don't know like what they put in there, but it is just pure like rainbows and sunshine. And so I used to get myself two To Go Dr. Peppers. And their carrot cake, oh my gosh, it's the best carrot cake I have literally ever eaten. And it is just so moist and moist. Okay, anyways, that's gross. And like the slice is like a honker, like it is like dense and huge, and it is amazing. Oh, and my favorite movie. I'm gonna do a non-Disney one because I know someone else asked like my top 3 Disney movies. So a favorite non-Disney movie. Have I even watched a non-Disney movie lately? Ooh, I really like Bridesmaids or Step Brothers. That is like kind of more my humor, I guess. Like I'm a really big fan of like comedic movies. I don't really enjoy like scary movies or like dramas or like suspense movies. Like I like comedy. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. And so I tend to go for movies more down that road. Oh, Airplane, that's a great movie too. What is your favorite holiday and why? I would 110% say Christmas. And I'm so glad that like we're almost there. I love Christmas 100%. I'm that person that listens to Christmas songs like in July or January. Like I just don't stop, you know? So I love Christmas just because it's just such a, I don't know, it's just a fun and joyful time, you know? Like, and there's so much to do around Christmas. There's ice skating, there's looking at lights and baking cookies and watching Christmas movies and the tree and like, oh, like it's just all so like amazing. And so we have this family tradition that the first movie, like the first Christmas movie we watch is Christmas Vacation. And so we always used to do it either like the day after Thanksgiving or like Thanksgiving night. And we would all get like Christmas pajamas on Thanksgiving night so we could like wear them the whole season, you know? And so I can't wait to like, I've like carried on like those like some traditions from my family like into like my adult life. And so it'll be nice to be able to like share them with someone like someday, you know? It's Christmas! Who's your lucky man and do you have a boyfriend? So right now I am single as a Pringle. I'm not really interested in anyone. I'm not on any dating apps. I'm just kind of living my little life, you know? I've just had such a problem with dating lately. There's not really anyone that I'm like interested in right now just cause, I don't know, man, downloading these apps and then like you just match with like the same people that like you never meet up with and I'm just like, do I really want to go through this again? Honestly, not really. me. I know quite a few of you guys have like messaged me on like Instagram and stuff asking me to take me out, and I really appreciate that. However, I'm not looking for dates on Instagram, if that makes sense. So if you can find me on an app, on a dating app, you are more than welcome to ask me out. How do you feel about long distance relationships? I hate them. So my first two love languages are physical touch and quality time. So how the heck am I supposed to get those like fulfilled when my man's is like miles and miles away? Like it just, no, I never want to be in a long distance relationship. Not that I don't think they could work out. However, I feel like in order to do that, you would have to have really great communication skills like with each other. Like you can't just be like texting each other like once throughout the day. Like, you know, like that just, that would be, ugh. And then two, like you have to have a lot of trust in that other person too, right? Because like you're not gonna like be with them or around them or anything, and like, I don't know, like you could be dating like a major flirt, you know? And so I think they can work, but I think in order for them to work, the two of you have to be really committed to each other, you know? And so I personally don't like them just because, I mean, I just want to spend time with that person, you know, and that's really hard to do when it's just over FaceTime or phone calls or things like that. And so like I need that like physical time with them, you know. I think it's just my upstairs name. Like, you know, I need that physical time with them to like get to know them and like just like be around them on a day-to-day basis. I just need that constant affection. Elope or big wedding? Oh man, so I think back when I was younger, I definitely wanted the big white wedding, but I think now as an adult, I think I would much rather go for an elopement. And I think the reason for me is because like once you've like, I don't know, once me and whoever I end up with make that decision that like we want to get married and he like obviously proposes, it's like I couldn't imagine not being married to him, you know? And so it's like, why would I want to wait? You know, like why? And also, I just don't have like, who would I invite? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like my social circle is pretty small-ish. Like, I know my family's really like huge and stuff, but they're also all like on the West Coast and I'm in Texas. So I'm like, dang, that's gonna be a lot of like planning and so I think I would go for an elopement, and then like me and him can have like a kick-ass honeymoon at Walt Disney World. No, I don't know. But like, you know, I think I'd rather put that money towards like a house or a nicer honeymoon or something, you know, just something like that. And not that it won't be like beautiful and amazing, but I think it'll also be cool because it'll like just kind of be us, you know? I think it'll just be a little bit more intimate, which I think I'll like. Obviously though, I also want to take into consideration what he wants. And so, well, I think we'll just decide together. But the more I grow up, I don't know. The more I live this life, the more I think I just want like a simple elopement and just keep it just to like us. How do you keep yourself motivated? That's a great question, Chip. How do I do it? I don't know. You figure it out. I think it's because I know that I just want more for myself, you know? And so I think that just kind of keeps me going. And like, not to say that I don't have like my slump days or slump weeks or slump months, you know? Like I definitely get into those funks. What's the number one, and I mean number one, thing you need in a boyfriend? Ooh, what do I need from a man? I think maybe the biggest thing is probably just like understanding. I mean, I'm a pretty independent cookie. Like obviously I live alone now, and like there's nothing that like I can't do. I think the biggest thing is just like understanding, you know, because with my disability, like, you know, I have my off days too. There are some days that like I don't want to put it on, I don't want to walk, I don't want to do anything, it's hurting, da-da-da. So at times like that, like I might need a little bit more from my partner, you know? Or if we're trying something new, like I might need a little bit more help than, you know, obviously a two-legger would. And so I think just kind of like that understanding, yes, she's amazing, but like, you know, while I am super independent, like I also am gonna need a little more from you than, you know, probably typical. And so just being able to step up to the plate and be supportive in that way, I guess is something probably like is the number one thing I need. And also knowing when to step in, because I'm a pretty stubborn gal, and even though I might need help, I won't ask for it right away until like I've tried it and I just can't get it, you know? And so being able to very kindly step in, you know, not just be like, you know, if that makes sense. Like I don't want someone who's just gonna try to like take over for me, even though I try to take over. But like just someone who very like can kindly be like, I know you're struggling with this, let me just help you and we can do this together kind of thing. Sweet of man. It's badass to have your own company, especially at 24. What's the origin story? So I do have my own company, and my company is called NXTUP, and it's a supplement company. I will link it down below. And the whole point of NXTUP is that we just want to give real people a platform to share their story, you know? And we really want to focus on real life people and real life wins. Problem that we have found in the supplement industry is that it's all these perfect people with like rock hard abs showing you a product and be like, this will help you do this, 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 and this. And we're like, no, it won't. And like, cause in reality, a lot of it won't, you know? Like you have to do so much on top of that to really gain the benefits of it, but they don't tell you that, you know? They're just trying to sell you a product. And so for us, like we don't even wanna focus on our products, you know? We don't even wanna like highlight them. We just want to highlight the people using our products, honestly, and we just really want to focus on real people doing real everyday stuff. And so whether that's like the single mom going back to school, or you know, the guy that's working 2 jobs to save up for a house or something, you know, like that's what we want to highlight, and that's what we really want to give notice to, you know, because those perfect people with rock hard abs, like that's not us. Like that's not a majority of anyone, you know? And so it's a very unrealistic kind of goal, I guess, but like, yet that is our goal, to become like those people. And it's like, why? Like, what you're doing is already so amazing. Like let's celebrate that, you know? And so that's really what we want to focus on with NXTUP. And so I'm really excited to be a part of it. Yeah, I'll link our website. You can buy our supplements. I love the protein powder. It's really, really nice, and it's not chalky, which I found to be a problem with a lot of other like protein powders and stuff. So, and we will get new products and flavors out soon. What would the perfect first date be? Honestly, I don't really know if there's like a perfect first date. I think when you're like with the right person, it'll just kind of be perfect anyways, you know? It's like when you're with someone that like you really love, like doing anything with them is perfect, you know? Even if you're just going to Target or washing the dishes or having a dance party in your car, like, you know, it's just like all these perfect little moments. I guess like date-wise though, I would love to like go to like Walt Disney World with someone. That'd be really cute. I don't know, the aquarium. I've been wanting to do the aquarium so bad, and it hasn't happened, and that makes me really sad. So yeah, I don't know, I just like to do like all these like little things with the person, and I'm sure that like if I'm with the right person, no matter what we're doing, it's gonna be perfect, you know? So I'm not gonna say like, you know, going flying to Italy on the first date, like it's just unrealistic, and I would never put those expectations on the guy. What are your top 3 Disney movies? My top 3 are Beauty and the Beast, Cars, and Avatar. I really like Beauty and the Beast because I like the whole idea of like, I don't know, I think like being disabled, a lot of people make a lot of fast judgments about you. And so, I mean, it's the same way with like Beast, right? And so, but then Belle like got to know him and like saw that he was like actually like a really good guy. And so I feel like it's kind of the same with me, that like, you know, like it's on the inside what matters, you know? And so someday like I'm gonna find my Belle. No, I don't know. But like I kind of think I'd be in that scenario a little bit. But that's okay. But I just like the whole like idea and message of it, you know, that like it's what's on the inside that counts. And then Cars, because one, I love driving a little too fast. And then also when Cars Land opened up back in 2012, I believe, in California Adventure, me and my dad went to like the opening of it, and we waited like 6 hours in line for like the Radiator Springs Racers ride, and it was just like the best day ever with him. And so it's just a memory that I hold really dear, especially because I don't talk to my parents anymore. Avatar, because the Na'vi, the natives to Pandora, they all have 4 fingers, which it means I was just born on the wrong planet. I'm also a little too short to be a Navi, but that's okay. I'm sure that they get over it. So I love that movie. Oh man, I think that was it. 10 out of 10, all right. Well, I was not keeping track of that. All right, so that was it. That was all of my questions. Thank you guys so much for asking the questions, and I hope you guys got a little more insight into this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and yeah, I don't know how to end these ever. Be on the lookout for more videos. I hope you guys have a great week, whatever day you are watching this, whatever day this goes up. And yeah, I hope you guys just have a great week. I'm gonna peace out of this video and just have a good one, guys. Bye!